Hello, welcome to this video of Tomb Raider 2 glitch tutorial. Today is going to be about the deck for EPC version because the new trick I'm going to show you, which is a QWOP, is not possible with UK box. I'm going to put it in my tutorial for EPC and I'm going to let the old QWOP version, the old deck tutorial because it contains an item clip and I know some people don't like item clip. I know some people don't like QWOPs. So I'm going to let both and you will decide whatever route you want to do. The only thing you have to know is that QWOP save 10 seconds. If you include the flare pickup, you don't pick up with a QWOP. So you save 20 seconds in the actual level with a QWOP, but you lose 10 seconds because you don't pick up the flare pack you do with the item clip. So it kinda balanced. So let's go. So first what you want to do, well we're gonna kill those guys, but you don't have to in a run. You don't want to kill those guys in the run, but for demonstration it will be easier because they come pretty quickly. So at the start of a level you want to jump here and you want to perform a ledge bug like in Great Wall on Living Quarter. But we're gonna make a really easy setup. So what you want to do is you want to press side step 3 times. 1, 2, 3. After stepping against the slope, obviously. 1, 2, 3. You turn a bit and use back twist, pressing grab, and you will be able to make it. So small details. So why do I ask you to turn? For a simple reason that I'm gonna show you. If you side step 1, 2, 3, if you have a bad angle like this one, for example, if you try to do it, that will happen because Lara will be angled the wrong way. So you want to compensate that. So 1, 2, 3. You want to turn a bit right to make sure that you make it. So you don't. It's better to be lined up more this direction than this direction when you do the ledge back. So that's pretty much it. If you are in a position like this, for example, and if you press side step, you won't be able to move forward. As you can see, even if you press side step, you won't move forward because you are in this angle. You need to be almost straight against the slope and you will be able to move forward, as you can see. But if you are slightly turned left like this, it won't work. So when you do the side step, be sure that Lara is going forward. Because if you do it quickly and you press 1, 2, 3 and do the thing, that can happen and you don't want that. So that's basically all you have to know about that ledge bug. So you press 1, 2, 3, turn a bit, back twist, and you make it. And then you go here and you can perform another ledge bug, which is super easy. So once you roll at this slope, I'm going to show you, press back and roll immediately and do a back twist and it works again. So this is super easy. Jump on the slope, step back, roll and back twist. And it works every time. The only reason why it wouldn't work would be that if you don't roll immediately, if you press back, wait and roll, that will happen. So the reason is if you don't roll immediately, what's happening is that the roll animation is not mixed directly. Like the start of a roll animation happen at the same time as the end of a step back animation, so it kind of cancel each other at some point, and you are in a different spot. So, but if you wait, both will happen in a row. So if both happens in a row, you will roll too far and you won't be able to make it. So back step, roll immediately, and do the back twist and grab. So this is fairly easy. So when you're coming from here, obviously what you want to do is you want to jump on the slope, step back, roll, and this is the most efficient way of doing it. One thing, you want to be on the left of a slope, you don't want to be here for 2 reasons. First, because if you're too close, it won't work, I think. Yeah. Okay, it still works. Okay, never mind. It still works. But there is another reason you don't want to be on the right. It's because you want to be on the left because the squops, the start. 1, 2, 3. The QWOP setup is gonna start from the left of this of the next place. So you will have to sidestep 2 or 3 or 5 times or whatever, but you will lose time if you're not on the left. Also, don't be too much on the left, like this, for example. If you're too much on the left, she will be able to do that, but she won't grab. So you want it to be here, roughly, and do it. So I'm explaining it pretty quick, and if you haven't figured it out exactly, if you have some problem, in my old rod desk tutorial, it's a bit more details, but you shouldn't have any problem with that. So then what you want to do is you want to side step left, like this, to be against the edge here. Do a standing jump, go against the slope like this, press 1 time, side step left, and you'll be in the spot to do the QWOP setup. So if you press 2 times, that will happen. And if you press 1 time, that will happen. So how do you do that? It's pretty simple. Once you do what I just did, you just jump forward and press roll. But don't press roll too early. If you press roll too early, that will happen. You want to press roll almost when you land. Like this. And you want to stop holding it at the right time. Because if you press it too much, if you hold it too much, that will happen. So what you want to do is you want to press roll. And when you see Lara glitching, you stop immediately pressing roll. Like this. Up. She's glitching. You press roll. Well, I say glitching, but it's not exactly a glitch, but it doesn't matter. So up, up. And this is the start of the setup. And then you're going to have to be pretty quick because a guy is going to come, as you can see here. I don't know, here. He's going to come pretty quickly. So you need to do the setup quick. So when you practice for it, I suggest that you kill that guy and you take your time first and then you do whatever you want. So, what you want to do is you want to do this first. So, up, up. And when you land, you wait until Lara stands still. You don't want to start doing the second part of the glitch when she's landing, because what's going to happen is she's going to turn a bit or something. It will mess up the setup. So, don't do that. You wait until she stands still. And once it's done, what you do is pretty simple. You're going to jump forward. Well, you're going to jump. But before she jumps, you're going to press forward, right, and grab at the same time. So this is what it will look like this. So press forward, right, and grab to jump, and she will do that. This is important to press forward because you need to angle. This is important to press right. Sorry, because this is important to angle right to do the setup. So this is if you watch as my inputs. Wait, give me a second. Oh my god. Sure. So if you look at my inputs, I press jump and I press at the same time those things. So this is what you have to do the first part of the setup. Also, you don't want to you can stop pressing right and forward right after Lara starts grabbing like this. Because if you keep holding pressing that when you land, that will happen. She will turn, as you can see. When she's landing, she's turning because you're pressing right. Like this. If you release it before it happens, before you land, she doesn't turn. So you need to hold forward and right, but you need to stop holding it before you land. So let's go up. Oops, that's not what I wanted. It might not work anymore. Okay, it still works. So you do this, then you side flip left. When you land, you press back immediately. You side step right, and then you're gonna buffer 1 forward, and then you're gonna hold left plus forward, and you're gonna jump. and you will activate a QWOP like this. So this is the setup. Up. So as you can see, you don't have a lot of room to take your time because the guy is coming pretty quickly. So one last time, press jump on forward, roll, stop holding roll at the right time, jump forward holding right and grab, side flip left, step back, side step right, buffer forward, then jump plus left plus forward. And you have activated your QWOP. So then you just need to trigger it to activate it, and this is pretty easy. You just, once you've done the QWOP, you keep pressing forward and left. You keep pressing forward and left because you will realize that you will get where you want later. So you keep holding it, and you want to activate the QWOP here. You want to activate the QWOP at the last step here. So you keep pressing left until she climbs up the stair, and you activate the QWOP. So as you can see, if you do the setup pretty slow as I did, the guy will be here to annoy you. And sometimes what can happen is you can be unlucky, and he push you, and you stumble against the wall, and you cancel the QWOP. So that's why you need to do the setup pretty quickly. So, oops. Up. So you want to go here. You activate the QWOP and you keep going. So as you can see, he's annoying me. But do I have a save here? No, it's not the save I wanted. Okay, anyway, let's redo that. I'm gonna redo the first part to show you the difference if you do the setup quickly. So I'm doing slightly differently the setup here, so don't watch my inputs here. I'm not doing the free side step thing. Well, I'm trying to not to do it all the time. Okay. Step. Forward. And then you keep turning here and you activate the QWOP here. And then you're ready to time your QWOP, which is really easy, you're gonna realize. So you go forward here, you go here, you try to do a normal, you don't need to cut the corners or anything, you just go like this and you're pretty good. And then you go here, you launch a bench, you turn here, well, oops, I went too far, sorry. It's hard to explain at the same time. So here, go along the bench, here, turn here, and grab, and you will be good, and you will land here next to the key. So again, go here, here, launch the bench, turn, and here you glitch up. And if you time it right now, if you will land right on the key. But this is a bit tricky, so when you start you won't get it. So you need to aim at this red texture. I don't know what it's called, so like this. I don't really know what it's called, so there's absolutely almost no timing in that, so you just go to the place you want to and you line up. Go here. So yeah, that's what I want to show you. You want to aim at this red on white round thing. I don't know, don't remember how it's called in English, I'm sorry, but this is what you want to aim at. So you want to aim at this thing here on the right. So this is where you want to aim to finish your QWOP, and you will land exactly on the key if you want to. Up like this, and you will finish on the key or next to it, and then you're good. So this is pretty much it for the QWOP, and then you're gonna finish the level with a sequence. So this is exactly the same sequence. So you do one jump here, light a flare, do a second jump, late grab if you can, unflare console, and then count 1, 2, 3, light another flare, curve a bit to fall on the slope, keep going and do it again. So I'm gonna redo it to show you. So light a flare, do a running jump here, another running jump, late grab, flare cancel. When you count 1, 2, 3 step, curve a bit before the end, and you will be able to get over slope, do another running jump, and because I'm explaining that, it'll prove a second flare. Oops. Whatever. 1, 2, 3. Pull another flare, curve a bit to get over slope. Late grab again on flare cancel, do a running jump, roll, and roll again, and get the grenade launcher. And you're fine. And then, if depending if you killed flamethrower or not, on the guys or not, you might have a RNG. So if he's here, this is pretty much stripped when you pick up the grenade launcher. There is a way to know if he's here or not. So I'm going to explain to you quickly. Oops. Okay, this is not good, but whatever. I didn't curve enough, so go here. You will have a sun clue to know if a flamethrower is here or not. So let's try that. Oops. So if you hear that sound here, you can hear a sound. It's hard to explain and describe, but there's a particular song when he's close and when he's not here. Maybe I'm not gonna make a torch. Yes, I do. Okay. So if you can listen right now, this sound here is the sound of a flamethrower being close. If he is not close, you won't hear that sound. So that's the way you know if he's close or not. And if he's close, you want to shoot him or take the risk, depending of how risky you want to be an extra. But if everything go right, you roll here again, stunning jump, pick up a grenade, and prepare your M16. So he's gonna be here, so it might be over, but and then you only do running jumps and you're good. You just do running jumps and you will land exactly on the box here. So this is where you want to land. So yep. And then you do a walk run jump and you prepare to shoot them, those two guys. There is a really small chance that they snipe you with their flamethrower. With their flamethrower. This is 98% of the time it works. So this is, if you do the walk run jump right, it will never happen almost. Just draw your thing, do the jump, and anticipate the shoots, and you will be good to kill him. And this is basically it. And then you use the key and you finish the level. So this was quickly explained, except the QWOP. So if you have any question or anything, you can obviously ask. But what you have to know is that this is everything that is not QWOP related is better explained in more details in my over tutorial using VTM clip. So if you have any problem, watch the other one first, and if you have again problems, you can ask me in the commentary or anywhere. So that's it for the deck. Thanks a lot for watching, and see you next time.